Hey guys, this is Hell Hades, and this is my channel Addicted to Gaming. Today we're going to do a video on how do you make money on YouTube, and this is going to end with me showing you how much money I've made in the first 3 months of being on YouTube. So yeah, I guess let's just crack straight on. I was a complete novice at anything online, any content creation. Literally every time I went to make a new video, I was YouTubing how to use the software, how to make stuff happen. So I'm still fresh, still 3 months in, but I've got a good understanding, a good grasp now of actually how do you use YouTube to earn cash. So let's talk through some of the things then. So YouTube basically has different allowances for cash for different areas around the world. I'll show you some of my kind of audience shortly in the next couple of slides, but basically we look at where in the world are people watching your content from, and you get paid different amounts for that. YouTube looks at what age are your viewers, and again you get kind of different gradings for that. They look at how long do people watch your videos for, what's your view length, and that is really important to kind of spin the algorithm and to get you seen more often by different people. I'll come back to sponsorship in a second. You basically get cash from ads that are playing on your channel, so you can either choose to play more or less ads, but YouTube's also really smart, so it will take ads out if people constantly click away. If it's like a skippable ad, they'll take them out if people are skipping away for that. They'll also won't show you ads more than kind of every 7 minutes, so it's quite smart. I guess, yeah, quite smart kind of data going on in the background to make sure that you're not basically annoying people and sending them off the channel. In terms of the type of content you do, you get vastly different pay rates for something like a beauty page or gaming, which obviously is what I do, compared to, I don't know, if you're a vlogger or something like that and you're just trying to sell yourself or show people your life. So ultimately it comes down to how much advertisers will pay to put advertisements on your space. Lucky for me, I'm a gaming enthusiast, and actually gaming is one of the better revenue makers for adverts, so that's really cool for me. And then ultimately it all comes down to this CPM, which stands for cost per mille. It's basically a mile. It's a Latin phrase, but basically means cost per thousand. So what that's actually pushing to is how many thousand views you get a certain amount of cash. So that's why people are hoping to try and push as many views as possible. That's why people want these kind of viral videos, because actually that's how they earn their money. And for me, I guess I'm quite fortunate in that I'm doing something I love. I'm doing videos which I think people will enjoy, and I'm hoping that people watch them as a result of that, rather than me kind of prescribing that I think this video is going to earn me loads of money. It's more around people have been asking to see this, I'm going to make it, and therefore I'm hoping that people are going to watch it. So let's go on then. This is a breakdown of some of my stats. You can see here over a third of my viewers, over a third of you guys are from the States. I'm from the UK, so that's quite interesting for me alone. But yeah, and then it gets then there's a massive kind of spread. So it goes from 36% to 9%, and then it kind of goes 5, 4, 3. And then it's like loads of ones, 0.5% of loads of different countries. So that's quite interesting. It just kind of shows this literally goes all around the world. You can see the demographic there of who I talk to as well. So generally 25-year-olds up to around 50-year-olds. Cool. I don't know if that makes a massive difference in terms of revenue generation as such, but yeah, it's just interesting. This is something which there's a kind of general misconception that firstly, people think they have to pay to subscribe, and you don't. You can see here that over half of the people that watch my videos on a regular basis are not subscribers, and only about 10% of people that are watching this video right now have hit the bell to say, please tell me when a video has been launched. That's really low. It's lower than the average by probably about 10% again. So please, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, go for it, subscribe, hit the bell. It helps me out. What this does, so this doesn't generate me money directly. It actually just means that YouTube will push my videos further if I've got more subscribers and it feels like my channel is a popular channel. It doesn't earn me money. I don't earn cash at this point, but it just helps my videos push further and therefore potentially earns me cash in a different type of way. So here's an example of an actual video that I've put out a couple of maybe less than a week ago. Rotus the Lost Groom. What you can see here is the analytics that I see by video on a daily basis, and you can literally go into massive detail on these analytics. What this is saying is, in the first so many hours, it does it initially, then it goes into so many days, how many viewers have I had? How does that compare to the rest of my view base of videos? So you see the sort of grey block, that's my average. The blue line is how this video is actually performing. So this video, in essence, is basically doing better than most of my videos do. It then says to me how many people actually subscribed once they watch that video, and it tells me how much cash have I earned from that video. So this video, one of my better performing ones, and I've earned just over £100 sterling for this video. If you look on the right hand side, it then says for the people that did watch this video, how long did they watch for? And this is a pretty standard graph, I think, for most of my videos. My videos aren't short. Most of them are kind of 20 minutes plus. And I have an average view time in general of around 10 to 12 minutes on videos. So most people will watch for about 50%, and then you see it just starts to drop down. But what's encouraging is, nearly 40% of people watched the full video. So that must have been a good video, I guess. 40% is quite a lot, actually, when you think of a 20-minute video. But the view time is what, again, kind of spins this YouTube algorithm and pushes my video out to more people. You pretty much got view time, number of likes, and number of views is what pushes my videos out to YouTube. So here's the juicy bit then. So how much have I actually earned on YouTube? So I set up my channel in November. I managed to get 1,000 subscribers in just about 2 weeks. And then I became monetized after my first month. So my real true first month was December of being a monetized channel. You can see there I put out 57 videos in a month. So I'm working hard, bearing in mind this is on top of a full-time job. I've been putting out a lot of content. But for that first month, I earned £1,500. For January just gone, I earned £2,300, which near enough 50% growth from December, which is fantastic. And then February, which we're basically just finishing up right now, I'm due to earn just over £3,700. So there's a myth out there that YouTube doesn't pay. Actually, it can pay if you've got the right type of channel. I guess I'm lucky that I'm into gaming, and gaming tends to be one of the areas that is rewarded better. And I think when I look at my views compared to other YouTubers that are doing My Game Raid, then I'm actually at a pretty similar level to them. So if you look at someone like Chosen or Stu Gaming or Daft Microtransaction, all those guys have got a similar amount of views to me. What you can actually do, if you're just interested to know what different YouTubers make, you can go into this website here called Social Blade. You can literally just type in a channel. So I type in my own channel, Hell Hades, and comes up here. This is me. Tells me how many subscribers have I got. So it's accurate. 17,900 is exactly bang on. How many views have I had ever? So 2.2 million. I'm pretty proud of that, actually. For 3 months, 2.2 million views. Quite mental. 170 odd uploads. And then what it actually tells you here is how much does it think this YouTuber is going to be making over the course of a year. Well, first it says over the course of a month, and then it says over the course of a year. What it's saying here is it estimates my monthly earnings would be between £200 and 2.9 thousand. I guess I'm relatively new to YouTube, so it might be that it's still trying to work me out, but I'm certainly at the top end now of that level. And then it says, based on that, what do I think this person's going to earn over the year? And it says here, top end is 34k in sterling, and it just kind of says there how am I building, so you can see that my videos are in growth in terms of number of views weekly. I could do the same going into let's just back up from there. Here we go, that's Stu's channel. So I can select Stu's channel. Obviously I've got no idea what he actually earns, but it says 56,000 subscribers, I know is about right. And you see here, it's actually got similar numbers to what I had. So it ranks him in a similar way to what it ranks me. From my experience, from what I've seen so far, Social Blade under ranks a lot of people. And I think you'd probably want to be looking at the top end of the numbers to get a feel for what YouTubers are earning. And it's very different from a beauty person to a gaming YouTuber, right up, right back to somebody who's just a vlogger or something. It depends what they are, but ultimately it can vary massively. Let's get back to where we were. So yeah, basically that's the sort of numbers that I'm earning. So if I then say, well, that's just YouTube. Obviously, there's other ways that you can make money doing this type of thing, and sponsorships is something which I guess it gets a bit of stick. Ultimately, someone wants to take this from just being a hobby to being a full-time job, then firstly they need to make the money on YouTube, and I'm pretty pleased with the amount of money that's coming through now. It's got me to a position where I can look at this and say, I think this could be full-time. Whereas, back in December, it was like, well, this feels like this is a part-time thing. Sponsorships can come and go, though. So I've had a couple of sponsorships on my channel already. A couple of different games have come in and said, we'd really like you to promote our game, but only if you really believe in it. I've done it with 2 games. I've had paid sponsorships for 2 games, both games which I enjoyed playing. I've been offered sponsorships for other things as well, other games as well. I played them. I didn't like them at all. I decided to turn it down. That's quite hard to do. There was a game that came to me. They actually offered me £1,000 to do a full video. I looked at the game for 5 minutes and it just looked atrocious. So I thought, well, I'm not going to discredit my channel by putting something out there which I don't believe in. If I look at some of the other ones I've done, I probably can't go into it actually, but there's a couple I've done that I've really enjoyed the game. Doesn't mean I'm going to play it forever in a day, but I've actually enjoyed playing it, and I've enjoyed sort of showing you guys some of the different parts of it. So and I appreciate sometimes that can pull a channel down, but hopefully you guys will just kind of appreciate that if this is going to be a full-time job, then sometimes you need to kind of take those things on. And then for me, I do account takeovers in Raid, so actually that kind of props up income. So for me, I do 2 or 3 takeovers a week. Generally charge £150. So that's a chance to earn another few £100s, which goes into the pot weekly, which again just gives me the chance to make this a full-time profession rather than just a hobby. So look, guys, I feel like I've been pretty open there. My first quarter on YouTube has been really fun. It's been a great success for me, and hopefully I'll share this with you in a quarter's time. And yeah, things have continued to improve. Feel free to leave some comments below. Is it what you was expecting? Would you like to see more stuff like this, or actually is this enough? And yeah, cheers very much. This is Hell Hades signing out.